In another video, I talked about how to find the volume of a regular shape. For example, if I started off with a square, I could add a third dimension and find the volume of a cube. In order to understand this idea, we'll have to review the concept of finding volume. The volume of a prism is the area of the base multiplied by the height. The bases of a prism are similar and equal, which means it looks the same, parallel, which means they're never going to intersect on the same plane, and finally are connected to each other by a parallelogram, such as a rectangle. For figures such as rectangular prisms and cubes, we have three pairs of bases. For example, we have the top and bottom, shaded in by gray, or we can have the two sides shaded in by the yellow, or we can have the front and back sides shaded in by the purple. Each pair of sides satisfies the definition for a base. They are both similar and equal, which means they look the same. They are parallel, which means they will never intersect, and they are connected by parallelograms, which in this case are rectangles. For example, in this figure, our base is highlighted in red because they are both similar and equal, parallel, and connected by parallelograms. In problems such as these, they usually just give you the base. In this case, we'll just say 4 feet squared, and the height, which we'll say is 2 feet. To find the volume, we just need to multiply 4 feet squared by 2 feet, and we'll get our volume, which will be 8 feet cubed. To review, the volume is the area of the base multiplied by the height. The first step is to identify the bases. Make sure they are similar and equal, parallel, and connected by parallelograms. The next step is to find the area of the bases. If they're irregular, the problem might give it to you, otherwise you'll have to calculate it yourself. Finally, multiply the area of one base with the height. With area, the units are in squares, as noted with a little 2 above whatever you use to measure. With volume, we measure in cubic units, which is written with a 3 instead of a 2.